Hello, my tacos. So, ULTRAKILL. I love this game so much. I've been playing it like on a daily basis, basically. Also, I'm sick. And basically, this game is so much fun. I'm pretty bad at the game. I'm only at the boss of Heresy in Act 2. So I'm pretty sure I'm almost done with the game, from what I know. And so far, it has been a blast. The bosses are amazing. Immensely amazing. So much fun. So much enjoyability out of this game. Has a much replay value. Mainly due to the cyber grind. At least in my opinion. And why the cyber grind? Well, the cyber grind. It's fun. Put it simply. It's the main thing I do in general in the game. Like, yeah, I haven't beaten the campaign. But the cyber grind, out of my 11.9 hours, 7 of those probably have just been in the cyber grind. And the bosses, at times, can be so difficult, it is crazy. And now, let's get into the mechanics. So, the mechanics. First of all, at the start of the game, you get a normal punch and a pistol, or is it a pistol? A revolver. And basically, you go through the game. You have a wall jump, with a limit of three wall jumps. You have a ground pound, where I'm pretty sure if you press like jump like a little bit after it, you go up in the air. That's what it feels like in my opinion. You have a slide, which I really like doing if you couldn't tell by the background, and a few more that you get later on in the game that I will not spoil. But like most of the mechanics later in the game are with the fist. By that I mean like the 1 or 2. Which the fist, starting off, first of all, you can punch with it at close range. Now you'll get a shotgun in the future, because who would expect in FPS, obviously you get a shotgun, and basically, before you get the shotgun, is an easy way to get blood, because one of the game's, I don't know if it's main mechanics, well, I guess it is, if you're close to an enemy, and you damage it, you will heal, and enemies can deal hard damage, which you can't heal up to that hard damage until it goes away. Anyways, the fist is a good, like, close range fighting technique for when you don't have any close range weapons like the shotgun unlocked. And the main thing about the fist though, it's the parry. Now me personally, I don't use the parry that much, and I'm probably bad at it. I'm planning on learning it, but from what I've seen, you can basically parry anything you could think of. So let's say you're fighting this enemy that like has really huge fists and it punches at you, like you could reflect that punch. Or like, let's say this enemy has a gun and it goes pew, pew, pew. No, enemies in this game don't have guns. I'm pretty sure. Well, I guess there's not one. Anyways, let me bullets and stuff. They fire at it, and then you can parry with this fist. Now, like I said, I haven't used the mechanic. From what I've seen online, this mechanic can be a huge help, especially in boss fights. Like, being able to know how to parry the bosses can mean life or death in a boss fight. Now, let's get over it. Now, let's talk about the enemies in this game, including the bosses. Amazing! Bosses are really hard if you don't know how to counter their attacks. You don't know their attack patterns. You don't know how to parry their attacks. Basically, hard bosses. In my opinion, in quotes, the hardest bosses are the easiest. Well, not the easiest, but like V2, like the skill check bosses and stuff like that, they aren't that hard. But anyways, so the enemies, there are a lot of like simple enemies that you know, like one that runs straight at you, one that shoots at you, one that basically like that. But like bosses and mini bosses and sorts. Bosses, love them, but mini bosses, well, I also love them, but there's one that I really don't like. Anyways, these mini bosses can spawn with the normal enemies, basically as like an average enemy, kind of like just inside of the cyber grind. You see it all the time, like high legs that like stomp on you. You know, I'm trying to do, you know, I'm fuck it. They're like faces that shoot bullets at you, big statues that like throw bombs, and a lot of other stuff. But these mini bosses really add to the fighting of the game. There's also more mechanics like sand enemies. Fuck sand enemies, they suck. I hate them. And this is sand enemies, you cannot heal off. Oh, hey, Piglet. You're such a good boy. You cannot heal off of sanded enemies, which sucks. His favorite mechanic in the game. There's an enemy that can sand enemies. You know what? I'm probably doing a horrible job. In conclusion, this game is great. 10 out of 10. Would recommend.